just to show you, I'm interrupting the video real quick. Sorry about that. But just to show you, as I'm reading these stories, I do have full-on permission from the people that I can read their threads on there, so you guys won't be like, oh, she's just taking credit for their stories. No, I asked them permission, and as you can see through the text, that I have their permission, so and go follow them. Their Twitter will be down in the description below. What's up? If you don't know who this is, I'm gonna plug her right now. Her name is CJ. She has great story times. You know, she tells like life experiences of her own and stuff, and she also reads like her subscribers like paranormal stories, which I love because I love her reactions because they're absolutely hilarious. And if you don't know me, my name is Queen TT. Oh, let me fix my hat real quick. I got this for Christmas from my mom. Love you, Mom. But she's a very funny person to watch, and like she's just absolutely hilarious, and I absolutely love her, even though she's never gonna see this video. But if you do see you someday, hi. Okay. So first off, today is Saturday. This was supposed to be up last Sunday. This was literally supposed to be up last Sunday. But like some family stuff happened, and I contacted the person, and he said it was okay. It's okay, you know, family stuff happens, and I really appreciate that person. So go follow their thread. Go follow them on Twitter. It's Scary Threads. You know, they have really good stories, like very good stories if you're like into horror or like thriller type stories. Like it's really good. Like I'm not even joking right now. Like I read them and I'll just be sitting in my bed and I'm just like when it gets to the ending, like with the little plot twist. I love stories or movies just in general with major plot twist because you just like did not expect it at all, and it just when it happens you're just like you're shook. Your wig has flown. It's gone. It went bye-bye. But a little bit about me. I used to post like 2 videos a day when I did start this YouTube channel. Like I was just doing it for fun and I was playing games. You can look at them if you want to, you know, watch my cringiness because I was cringy and my hair was not looking cute. It was weave. It was weave. But like even though it was weave, my sister did a good job doing my hair. Like I'll give her a pop. She did a good job. It's just the way I had it on, it did not look good. It wasn't good. But but this is just gonna basically be like a story time channel where I just like tell like stories that happened to me or I experienced with friends, you know, and like of course I'm gonna ask them if I can mention them. I won't say their names, of course. They won't. I'll like come up with random names like box or shoe or bag or Gucci. Like I'll come up with random names, and I'll also be like, you know, reading scary threads to you guys, and you can come subscribe if you want. Like, and this is just for me to do for fun, you know, because I do get bored, and like, you know, it'll be nice to, you know, have somebody enjoy it with you. You may not see it, but like, you know, you get a little bit noticed. You get a little bit noticed, you know, just a little bit. Okay, but yeah, oh, I didn't even say what my name was. My name is Tiara. I'm 19 years old, and I was born in March, so I'm Pisces, and yeah, let's stop with the cringe, and I'm just gonna get right into it. I'm gonna read, depending on how long they are, I'm probably gonna just read like maybe 3 to 4 stories, and that's it. But if they're not super long, then I'll just probably read maybe like one more, get a really long one, and just read them. I picked out a few. I read them a little bit already. I skimmed them, and they already look really good. But trust me, I haven't full on read them yet, so very good. Let me just get it open. Wrong app. Oh, and Scary Threads, their Twitter will be in the link below. So if you want to go follow them, go ahead and follow them because I'm not stopping you because they're great. And I really do appreciate them. And just to let you know, YouTube, I'm talking to you. Okay? I do have their full-on permission to use, and I'll even put in the video I'll put it in the video letting you know that I have full permission from them to read their thread. So don't copyright me. Don't you dare copyright me. Because I will forever. You won't even get the chance to copyright me because I'll always have permission from whoever to use my stories that I read on here. Okay? Okay, good. Because YouTube got that little itchy copyright finger, demonetized finger. They're just itchy about it. And no, sis, I'm not going to have that happen. Sorry. Okay, let me find them real quick. There you go. And the first story I'm going to read, it's a pretty short one, and it seems pretty good. And it's called Gray. Let's get into it. I appeared in a hallway. I was cold and I was facing a door. Usually you dream in color, but for some reason, everything about this world was gray. I felt my body open the door and walk inside. I wasn't in very much control. I walked over to the kitchen and saw that even the lights were gray. The table was gray, so was the gun I was holding. Beyond the kitchen was a door to a bedroom. I walked inside and shot the man and woman sleeping. I didn't mean to, but it was only a dream. I woke up and sat in bed for a little until I decided to distract myself with TV. But when I turned it on, the news was reporting a story of a couple shot in their home. From there, I learned that I could predict deaths. Every night I went into the gray world and lived through the lives of killers, except I couldn't wake up until the deed was done. I tried everything, but I can't escape until the other person dies. I don't know what it means, though I figured it's best not to tell anyone. They would probably freak out and call the cops, and frankly, I don't want that. But it got to the point where I was used to it. It wasn't as scary as it was before, but it will never feel normal. Nevertheless, I never thought I would find myself in my own room with a knife in my hand, pointing at my own sleeping body. Let's just say I never woke up from that one. Okay, I'm gonna tell you a secret, okay? I'm gonna tell you a secret. I have a legitimate fear. Like, I have nightmares about this. I have a legitimate fear of somebody breaking into my house and, like, trying to do whatever. I'm petrified of that. Like, that's my worst nightmare. I have, like, legitimate nightmares about this. I'll tell some stories about my nightmares, too. Yeah. But, like, that's scary. I feel like the last part of the story, I feel like it was, like, the last part of the story was the murderer writing that, you know? Like, not her, if you get what I mean. Okay. The next story we're going to be reading is called a Ouija. So I'm assuming this is going to have something to do with an Ouija board. I've never really played with an Ouija board, but I have friends who have played with it, and some of them had great experiences with it, and some had horrible experiences with it. I'm obsessed with the paranormal, but I'm going to stay away from the paranormal. You know, ghosts can do what they do. Just don't bother me, please. Don't attach yourself to me, please. I don't like that. I don't deal with that. As soon as I hear, like, knocking or creaking, I'm gone. I'm gone. I'm a ghost, too. They're going to see me run real quick. Okay, but let me shut up. Next story. If you hear noise in the background, just let you know that's my boyfriend. I'm filming in my closet right now, and you're basically sitting on a sack of makeup brushes, a shoebox, and a laundry basket. So, forgive me, okay? And don't get on me about the quality, because I'm filming off my phone. So don't. 2 weeks ago, my best friend Katie's house caught on fire and her parents weren't able to make it out. She was devastated and became severely depressed. She moved into my house because we were such good friends, but she shut me out. She stayed in the guest bedroom in the basement and I never really saw her. After leaving her alone for a few months, I had an idea. We would get in a Ouija board and let her talk to her parents. I didn't think it would work, but it was worth the effort, so I invited our friends over when my parents were gone. We entered the basement and Katie was sitting on her bed. I've never seen someone so hollow. She barely ate or slept, and her hair was in tangles. I held up the board and said, "We bought this so you could talk to your parents." She just replied with a tiny, "Okay." My friend lit the candles and turned off the lights. We sat down and put our fingers on the board, then Katie asked, "Is anyone there?" The piece bet to yes. I looked up at her, but her fingers were glued to the board. She asked, "Who's speaking?" The board spelled out, "Mom and Dad." I saw a tear fall down her face. We were all silent. "Are you in pain?" "No." She said, "I missed you." "How?" "How? How are you there? You never made it out." My friend got freaked out and said, "Okay, guys, let's stop." Katie snapped over to her and screamed, "No!" I was freaked out. Did Katie die? So I pulled the piece off the board, only I couldn't. It was glued to the board. I tried to take my fingers off, but I couldn't even do that. At this point, Katie's eyes were filled with tears. My friends were freaking out, but everything was silent. Then the board moved again. "Come home." "Can I bring my friends?" "Yes." I looked up at the girl I always pitied and watched an evil grin spread across her face. Fire suddenly erupted across the room and soon the walls were ablaze. Our fingers were still stuck to the board. Katie's eyes then rolled back to the back of her head and her mouth opened inhumanely wide. She began chanting, "Take me home." I watched the fire burn the house down from inside. Now you may be wondering, how am I writing this? And I will ask you one question. Did we make it out? Or are we walking with you right now? That was spooky. That gave me spooky vibes. I don't know who posted it. It might have been in the beginning it felt like it might have been Katie. It might have been Katie like who posted this. I don't know. But this is a good story. I have a feeling it might have been Katie since she's a ghost. You know, she was typing on her friend's phone. That's like she basically killed everybody. I think Katie was in the story you can tell Katie was the ghost. Like her parents literally just like snitched and said like, "Yo, you didn't make it out. Like, how are you alive? You did not make it out of that fire." That game I'm stuttering because that's scary. That's like so scary. Like that's petrifying. Like that's terrifying. I don't like that. I do not like that. Okay, I'm finding the other story. Okay, got it. This story is called Birthday Cake. Ooh. What type of cake? Right. Ooh. My favorite cake to eat is red velvet. I love red velvet cake, especially with chocolate or like vanilla frosting. Oh my god. Delicious. Delectable. Okay, into the story. I need to shut my mouth. On October 30th, my daughter Nora Hell was born. She had always been a weird kid until we found out she had some issues. She had breakdowns as early as 3rd grade, and sadly, we put her in a mental hospital. It was very hard for us. The weekly visits made my wife Shannon very upset, so I blocked the emails and we never went back. It was easier for us to shut her out and hide the embarrassing fact that we had a crazy daughter. After a few years, Shannon started to sleep in the basement. I guess she felt guilty. But so did I, and I needed her with me. Many years passed, and on Nora's 18th birthday, I asked Shannon to celebrate with me. We got a cake, and she asked me not to eat any of it as a memorial to Nora. Me and Shannon got close, and she told me she wanted to sleep with me for the night. In the middle of the night, I woke up and looked at Shannon. She was so beautiful. And for once in 18 years, I had felt complete. But then my eyes shifted up, and standing above her was a figure in the darkness. I flipped on the light switch and looked back. It was Nora. And she was holding a knife covered in frosting. She raised it above her head and cut Shannon across the throat. I ran downstairs, and sitting on the table was the cake, with a slice taken out of it. I called 911 and told them to send the police as quick as they could. When they got there, they lifted up Shannon's body and asked me if I saw anything. The only thing I managed to say was that my daughter, Nora, killed her. The detective nodded, and soon after that, the police were gone. So was Shannon. Days went by, and somehow my house felt even emptier. Nora wasn't found, and I was still so confused. One night I went downstairs and stared at the cake, and I hated Nora, so I took it and dumped it into the garbage. Right after, I heard the phone ring in the hallway. It was the detective on the line. "Hi, Mr. Hill. You might be wondering why I'm calling. We have a slight lead on the location of Nora. We checked the records on the asylum she was held at, and..." "What?" "When she was 14, your wife released her from the asylum. We followed the leads to some woods outside of your house and found her body lying next to a gun. Your wife killed Nora." The phone dropped from my hands. Standing at the end of the hallway was bloody little Nora, smiling up at me. Whoa, 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 whoa. So the whole time, I'm thinking Nora's still in the mental institution. This is how I portrayed the story, okay? I'm portraying, let me back up real quick. I'm portraying the story like Nora is still in the mental institution. She escaped, killed Mr. Hell's wife, Shannon. And then she ran off, and then... But it plot twisted on me at the end. It turned out that Shannon released her when she was 14, took her in the woods, shot her, killed her. And so that means Nora came back as a ghost or a malevolent spirit and killed Shannon. And then after the cops called her and told Mr. Hell what was going on, she shows up again. Whoa, that was a huge plot twist. Like I said, if you don't do nothing else, follow Scary Threads. Follow them right now. What are you doing sitting there? Follow them now. And also, I'm gonna give you another plug. Somebody you can listen to if you're in the car. Matter of fact, I'm doing 2 plugs, baby. 2 plugs, okay? You can listen to them when you're in the car. You can listen to him when you're in the car, in the shower, laying down in bed, possibly at work if you're not doing anything. Don't do it at work. Don't do it at work. Do it on your break. Do it on your break. The first one, Let's Reads. He does compilations of stories from Reddit, other resources, but his voice is phenomenal. I love listening to him. I listen to him right before I go to sleep. Shoot, I fall asleep listening to his stories, and I just love, every time I look, I see that he's uploaded, and his voice, like I said, his voice is very soothing, very calming, and it's very relaxing to listen to. You can listen to him on YouTube. I will leave his stuff in the description below. I love that man. His voice, he does phenomenal voice. I'm surprised this dude is not a voice actor. Why isn't he a voice actor? Or an actor in general, because he has a bum voice. Also, my second plug is Snarled, the channel called Snarled. Now, that's a group channel, there's different women on there, and they do different things. They play video games, you know, they give you some facts, you know, top 5 this. These are the girls I would recommend in Snarl for you to watch. One of them is named Sapphire. She tells, like, scary stories, like urban legends, or, you know, stuff that happened to, like, stories from subscribers, you know. And another girl to watch, her name is Rachel. She does, like, top 5s, like, you know, like top 5 serial killers, top 5 Netflix shows, top five urban legends or creepypastas, you know. I will watch those 2 girls from Snarled. You can watch all the girls because they're bad women. There's some badass women, and they do a phenomenal job. I love Sapphire, I love Rachel, I love all of them. They're hilarious, they're funny. There's this one girl who does makeup, describing moods, and now she's doing, like, stuff that's dangerous, like when you die, like, like stuff, everyday normal stuff that you can die from, that you don't think you can die from, like, she does that now. But she used to do, like, makeup and stuff, and she would do make up your mood, whatever, like, but, like, go check out that channel is phenomenal, they're phenomenal, I love them. Check out Scary Threads, he's on Twitter. Check out CJ, she's hilarious, I love her, queen. Check out Let's Read, he makes bomb stories, go follow him. And go on Snarled, those are some funny chicks. If you like paranormal stuff, go to Sapphire. If you like mystery stuff and all of that, go to Rachel. If you like fashion, go, I don't know her name, but she's a black woman on there, but she's very beautiful, she's very phenomenal, and I love her. Okay, this is the end of the video. I'm done with the story. Those stories were pretty short, but, you know, they were pretty decently long at the same time. They were in between. So, I love you guys. Come kick it with me if you want to, and bye. Bye.